Let's meet the sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. Life always comes with its unique challenges. It's important to find ways to manage the stress that comes with it. That's where BetterHelp, the sponsor of today's video, comes in. BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist who is trained to listen and give you helpful, unbiased advice. First, you go to their site, answer a few questions, and BetterHelp will match you with a professional who has years of experience helping people with struggles just like yours. And you can do it all from your phone, computer, via phone call, video chat, or messaging. However you feel the most comfortable, it's the easiest possible way to start talking to a therapist. Let BetterHelp connect you to a therapist who can support you all from the comfort of your own home. Visit BetterHelp/Fairs or choose Fairs Farming Organic during sign up and enjoy a special discount on your first month. Once again, thank you for BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video, and let's get back to the pre-parade programming.
Welcome back. I am Max. We are combining corn, and I've actually taken like 4 videos, but apparently I had the camera the wrong way. So we're just dumping right now, and we're on the last field. So last field, the first combine video, but that's because someone messed them up. So we're dumping on Pedro right now. We're in a field with mile-long rows and mile-long headlands, so I would say it's in a very, very efficient field. You might ask, why do you say that? You're going for a mile, you don't have to turn as much. So we are using machine sync, not for Pedro though, because that tractor doesn't work very good with machine sync. But you might remember last year us using machine sync. I think Noah did that, but this year we're also trying to use Harvest Smart. So there's a little button back here, the letter B, like A, B, C, letter B, and it'll keep I just activated it. It'll speed up to 6, but it also will watch the engine power so it doesn't get too far into the red. And then it'll watch my grain loss monitor and keep it in the green, which I think that's pretty cool. It's less for me to do. And some might say, well, then you don't have to do anything. Well, I can watch the corn head. I can watch my grain sample, which I think I got pretty clean. If I'm loading on Pedro, I don't have machine sync because that tractor's a piece of junk. But I got someone calling me. Right now, we're just combining a waterway. We leave our heads down so we can track the work and stuff like that. That really hurts the yield because obviously just reading 0. But we blew the combines off last night. I'm still digging dust out of my eyeballs. It's horrible, but no, we're cruising along at 8 mile an hour. It's corn. I guess that's not how the little kid says it in the song, but I should probably play that while I'm taking the video. But Thomas wants me to do 5 to 7 minutes more before he gets here so that he can have this done. But there's not a whole lot to talk about. I mean, obviously, the grain tank is where the grain goes, and then it goes into the auger, out yander. But yeah, there's not a whole lot to say. This is the last cornfield of the year down in West Bend, or the Emmitsburg area. The boys up in Lake Park have a little ways to go, maybe next week.
Yeah, I think for right now, if you want to jump in that brown.
This is a transition cornfield, so obviously in a couple years we'll farm it as organic, but now it's transition. Thomas has explained that time to time.
I mean, I can show you.
So we're just hauling this into the ethanol plant there at Emmitsburg.
It's going to be super inconvenient to be switching back and forth from the chain to the
It's yielding decently.
So I can either show you how to do it, or I can just have the trucks loaded for you.
We're running 2 grain carts. What are they? 1450s and 2 X9 1000s with 12 row fully corn heads. So we can gobble up a lot of corn.
That way I'll get Drake's truck onto there. I think I'll use that.
I think a good day is around 400, 450 acres, which is kind of what we have left here. So
Arsenio and I were down
hopefully we'll get it done. There goes Pedro. These are mile-long rows, so we get about 2.5 grain carts full when we do a round with both combines. So a round is going there and back. So we're almost on our way back with 2 grain carts, or with a round. We started down there. We're on our way back, and we'll have probably another grain cart load just between Sam and I and the combines. So it's closer to 3, which is super nice. We could use another grain cart. It'd be just that much more efficient. We're all about efficiency here. And this Harvest Smart, let me tell ya, it's super handy. And I think our fuel has been more efficient too, since we're not running it in the red as much. Or at least I think that has something to do with it, because before, when we weren't using it, we were running out of fuel, or getting close to around 9:30, 10, and now I feel like we'd go till 12 without having to refuel. So that's super nice. You're not having to waste as much money on fuel. So yeah, I don't know what else to say other than that it's going good. Corn could have yielded this a little bit better, but that's alright. It was one of those years that's super wet, and some people might say, well, don't you want rain? Yeah, you want rain, but there's not a whole lot of it, because what happens is if there's too much rain, the corn roots don't have to go down as far to get to water, so that they're not as stable, and if a big windstorm comes through, it just knocks it all down. Thankfully we didn't have that, but that is one problem that could arise if it would have gotten windy. So, but we haven't got rain for like a month, so it has been a bit chilly every day, but yeah, just like clockwork, the other grain cart's empty, dumped on a truck, and me and Sam are just getting to the end. We'll turn around and dump on him. So, Mason, you probably go to Sam. It's working pretty smooth, pretty smooth. On the last video we were up by Gretinger by all the cool white windmills. Those things are a pain. I think I called them big white trees, because that's what they kind of are. They're super annoying to farm around. Just don't like them. If the wing would fall off and land right on the combine, I'd be dead. So thankfully they're that way. They're not on this field. So, and this field will be getting tiled sometime, because there's some water or washouts over there, and that's super annoying. But hopefully I'll get it tiled, and it'll be a really nice field. But it goes all the way over those trees over yonder, and all the way over those bins over there. So it's a section, so mile by mile, and then there's a quarter on the northeast corner of it. So we farm it north and south, and then we farm the quarter east and west. So it's all about efficiency. But, and some might say, why don't you farm it east and west, so then you have mile and a half long rows, but then that wouldn't be very much, because then this side would be, well, now I'm thinking about it. Now, the west line for north-south is perfect throughout the whole field. That's why we did it that way. So I'm just going to stop talking. I was confusing myself. But we're getting about full. Well, that's my auger hammer. Usually I can get to 25,000 before it starts running over the cab, and it gets really embarrassing. But